Welcome back. On a cold Saturday night, temperatures have now dropped into the 30s for most people. We didn't warm up much today. Take a look at your afternoon highs. We're in the 40s for everyone, well below by nearly 20 degrees where we normally are for this part of January. Now, temperatures are dropping quickly. We're at 40 at the lakefront, but everywhere else is checking into the 30s now. 34 in Gulfport. We're at freezing in Slidell. We're at freezing in Bogalusa. And when you factor in that north breeze, it feels like the mid-20s already for parts of the North Shore, and you can see the tower camera shaking there. That's over on the West Bank, so it's breezy north and south of the lake this evening. Tonight, temperatures will continue to steadily drop off into the low 30s on the South Shore. North Shore, you're dropping off into the mid to even low 20s, and when you factor in that wind, South Shore feels like the 20s all night long. North Shore, you might even feel like the teens at times. So it is very cold. If you're waking up early enough Sunday morning, it is still cold and slightly breezy. Now, we do have another freeze both sides of the lake tonight, but it's not equal on both sides. North Shore is where we're going to be watching for the pipe bursting type of freeze. What does that mean? Well, if you're about to head to bed, go ahead and start dripping your faucets. You'll need to drip them all night long just to be safe here. South of the lake, and we're talking west. I say west, we're talking like the river parishes, the bayou parishes. You're probably going to be okay with your pipes. You're going to be in the upper 20s. Usually you need to be like 27 or colder to be at a threat for pipe problems. So for now, I'm thinking just mainly north of the lake and into South Mississippi. This is what your temperature looks like Sunday morning as you wake up early enough. We'll be in the mid-20s across most of South Mississippi and the North Shore. And then once you get into northern Washington, northern Tangi, up into Macomb, we're talking the low 20s. And then you factor in that wind, it feels like the teens. So layer upon layer tomorrow morning. Sunday morning on the South Shore, this is your light freeze. Most of us are around 30 to 31 degrees, but we may see one or two spots, especially out in far parts of Orleans Parish, eastern Orleans, like 29 out in Venetian Isles tomorrow morning. So a light freeze across the metro and then a light freeze back through the river and bayou parishes. Notice if you live along the coast from Port Fourchon to Grand Isle to Port Sulphur and anywhere further down into Plaquemines, Buras, Venice, Triumph, you'll probably stay in the upper 30s tonight. And it's not a freeze, but it's getting pretty cold. If you want to protect your tropical plants, you certainly can. When do we get above freezing tomorrow? Well, you can stop dripping the faucets on the North Shore probably by around 9 o'clock in the morning. So before you head out and go to church, you can go ahead and turn the faucets off because we'll be well above freezing tomorrow afternoon. Still a cool day in the upper 40s on Sunday, but overall it stays kind of cool. Temperatures will climb next week, and this is what our main things we're going to be watching this upcoming week. Rain chances really ramp up, and notice they're very high all the way through the week and even into maybe Friday, Saturday. Now, there's still a big question mark next Saturday on if the rain is still around. I know you'll want to watch that because we've got parades rolling. We've got several disturbances. You see everywhere it looks like there's little cinnamon rolls all over the map, little spinny things? That's the areas of low pressure. Those are disturbances that are going to be swinging across the U.S., and that's why we have so many rounds of showers and some thunderstorms coming our way. Right now, this could pose a flood risk to Louisiana, widespread 4 to 8 inches. For us, it's still a little too early to say for sure because we're so far out. There's so many of those disturbances. It's still a bit unclear on exact timing and exactly how they play out, like where they dump the heaviest of the rain. So a lot of unknowns, but we will keep you updated throughout the entire week. There's going to be a lot happening in the weather world, so a lot to talk about in the forecast next week. But tomorrow morning is our final freeze for a while. Notice after tomorrow, I don't have any freezing temperatures through the next week, and it looks like, honestly, we'll probably wrap up January after today or tonight without any more freezes heading into early February. Your marine forecast, it is going to be choppy the next 3 days. You can see 5 to 7 feet tomorrow, 6 to 8 feet on Tuesday. Your high tides are running through the overnight hours. Your low tides happening through the morning.